Welcome back, everyone, to My Bible Church News. I'm your anchor, Minister Love, and today's church news, we have the YouTube channel Wretched Fortis Institute, and the host of this channel is Todd Frio. And the title of this video today that we're going to be looking at for your comments is called Rioters Torch LA After Trump's Immigration Raids. How should Christians respond? Many of you probably are familiar with Todd Friel and his YouTube channel. Many of you may not be. So I'm bringing it here for you today. And you can go there. You can watch his videos and you can become a subscriber if you want to. Amen. So with that being said, we're going to be taking a look at the video. And then afterwards, we want to hear your comments. So when this video was done, just want to let you know that Todd Friel has over 621,000 subscribers. He got over 10,000 views on this video right here. And so this wasn't long ago. It was just a few days ago, about a day ago when I recorded this here. So we want to take a look and let's see. Look at the image here. Look at the fires, vehicles on fire. LA is in a uproar right now. What's going on, like I said, with these immigration raids? So you can't be surprised to see what you see. See, when things have to be done, there's a certain way you need to do things, isn't it? It's how whatever your action is going to cause a reaction. If you had done this in a different way, you might not see what we're seeing here. So all the blame, you want to blame the city of LA, then what about how did they get that way? See, blame can go all the way around. We got to stop looking in one view and see the panoramic view of situations that we're seeing in the world today. What's happening in the world today? Because wherever there's a cause, there will be an effect. You cause it, then you got to suffer the effects of what you just caused. So let's get into the video and let's hear what Todd Friel has to say about these riots, these rioters after Trump's immigration raids. Let's take a listen.
I'm really kind of shocked at Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass for sitting on their hands and letting these, what they call peaceful protests, turn into
the same thing they said about January 6th. Didn't they say that was a peaceful protest? So what's the difference?
Into a picture of burning vehicles and property destructions.
Ain't no difference.
Not sure what needs to happen for the LA riots to not be considered peaceful protests. So let's focus instead on the Christian attitude and response toward those people who are peacefully protesting in the metropolis.
Remember, that's what they call the Christians on
January 6th. The city of
testing
angels.
Christians.
2 words will guide us through this melees in Los Angeles. Repeat after me. Gur. You're not repeating after me. Gur and Tsar.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar, of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Not that kind of Tsar. A Tsar in the Old Testament was an alien. This was a foreigner who came into the land but didn't assimilate. They weren't breaking the law, but they weren't participating fully in Jewish religion or Jewish life. So they had some rights, but they didn't have full rights of being, say, a Jewish citizen in Israel. A ger is a sojourner. A ger would be an Israelite. I want to be a Jew. I want to be in this nation. The word ger, whenever you see it in the Old Testament, is a sojourner. This was a non-Israelite living within the borders of Israel who integrated fully, religiously, culturally. So think of a ger as a legal, permanent, alien resident, full rights. A tsar could stay, but it was more like having a green card. A ger, sojourner, could participate in festivals. They could get married to a Jewish person, inheritance rights, fully settling into the land, legal protections. Think Rahab, think Ruth. A tsar, which would be an alien, lived among the Israelites, but they didn't have the same standing. In fact, they were even listed in the national census in numbers separately. So I think these two words can help us summarize Old Testament laws regarding foreigners. I would put it this way. These are principles, by the way, because remember, we're America, they're Israel. You can't just take this and put it. So we're just gonna state the principles and then try to apply it to our zip code. Here it is. If you assimilated religiously and culturally into Jewish culture in the land of Israel, you can enjoy the rights of citizenship. If you don't fully assimilate, you can stay, maybe not, but you can stay and enjoy some, but not all privileges, as long as you don't cause trouble, because that might be the third group of individuals, people who came into the land that not only didn't assimilate, they fought against what was happening in Israel. They were going against the grain. They were lawbreakers. And so these people, it is very clear, did not have to remain in the land. In fact, they'd be removed from the land or worse. Now, having said that, we have to deal with two categories of verses when it comes to the subject of immigration, aliens, foreigners, sojourners. The first category, tons of verses that tell the Jewish people to cleanse the land of non-Jewish people. We got to deal with these verses. You see it all over the place. Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Those people, they've got to go, but they need to be understood in light of some verses in Genesis, specifically regarding the Abrahamic covenant, because if we don't do that, you could go to these verses in the Pentateuch and say, everybody's got to go. Nobody gets to come in because we're supposed to have a pure land. It should only be American citizens. We can't do that because these cleansing laws that were given regarding foreigners, they were in light of the Abrahamic covenant. You recall the Abrahamic covenant. It's a threefold promise with Abraham. It included a land, some people, and one seed. That would be the Messiah. It was to be the land that was to be a light to lighten the Gentiles, a peculiar people out of whom the seed would come.
Okay, everyone, we're going to stop it right there. And you can go and watch the full video if you would like, but we're going to stop it right there. So did you see how he was able to show us the difference between the ger and the czar and the sojourner and the foreigner? And so he was able to show us these differences and trying to apply that to what's happening with the immigration rates that we're seeing right here in America. I often think, with these Christians today, it's funny how everything that they talk about applies to everybody else, but they never apply nothing to themselves, basically. I think about when the Europeans came over here to America and took the land from the native Indians. I wonder, did they think about biblical stuff then when they came over here and took this land from them? It just amazed me on how Christians, how certain things can work just for them. But not for anybody else. It's as if only they have all these privileges. Only the Christians, these so-called Christians, as they label themselves, they get the benefits of everything. It's just mind-boggling to me to see where we are today in the church and how we're always spouting about, God loves everybody, but when it comes down to it, you're not showing God's love to everybody, only to your own kind, maybe. But if they don't look like you, have your same ideology, no, you don't want. They gotta go. Get them out. Get them out. And one thing about with the immigration that they're saying is different from the deportation in a sense, because a lot of this immigration raids that's going on, these people, some of them, they are legit. They're not criminals. They're not lawbreakers. They're being swept up in this immigration raid. And you wonder why you see the fires. You wonder why you see the protests. You wonder why you're seeing what you're seeing, because innocent people are getting caught up in this mass raid that's going on right here in America. Of course, yeah, we don't want, no country should want anyone in their country that's illegal. If you're going to come here legal. Do it the right way. No, we don't want illegals here. No, we don't. Nobody want that. And if you're here, there should be a proper way to get you back to your home, to get you back to where you came from, okay? And if you want to become a citizen, then you got to come through the legal way and get it done, okay? So no excuses. I mean, we got laws, and people need to follow the laws, okay? But then sometimes the law doesn't even follow the law, see? It wants to do its own thing because they don't look like you, see? Crazy. This is the world we're living in, y'all. This is the world we're living in. So he's asking the question, how should Christians respond? I say the same way that some of these Christians responded on January 6th. The same thing, them Christians up there on January 6th got a gallows. I'm talking about they gonna hang Mike Pence, the vice president of the United States. And you got the nerves to say it was a peaceful protest when you was gonna hang this man? Climbing the buildings, climbing the walls, going in with guns and shootings and killings and stuff, breaking stuff up. Just came on in, but you said it was peaceful. Oh, it was January 6th. Well, what is this then? If January 6th was peaceful, then you got to say this was peaceful too. Same actions, just different people, ain't it? See, when they look like you, it's peaceful. When they don't look like you, it's a riot. It's a riot. You Christians, I tell you. Oh, I'm a believer. I just want to say I am a believer. That's what Jesus called the early followers. He called them believers. He never said Christians. He never said Christians. Jesus said believers, my followers, disciples. Christians today, y'all giving Christians a bad name. Talk about you're following Christ. No, you're not. Your actions don't show it. Your actions don't show it. If it ain't for you, you don't want nobody to have nothing but yourself. Unbelievable. Well, let's get to the comments. We've heard the video, and we want to now hear what your comments have to say in regards to what Todd Friel is saying. And I'm sure many of them probably going to agree with everything that he said. Okay, let's take a look, y'all. Let's take a look.
And to have foreigners practicing.
Okay, so you know what I say? He that has an ear, let him hear what your comments said about the churches. So let's see what you got to say about these riots in LA dealing with the immigration system here and how Christians are responding. Because it's your comments, Christian. Let's see what you got to say. Let's take a look. Our first comment is coming from Emmanuel Montoro. What a name to have. We know Emmanuel means God is with us, right? Okay, Emmanuel, let's see what you got to say. You're asking sinful people to follow a God and the Bible just like you don't do even before coming to the Americas. And think the current government is following God and his law is really sad because you have chosen Saul and not God. Oh my goodness. Isn't that what I just said? Isn't that what I said about the Europeans coming over here to America and they took this land from the native Indians? Oh my God. Talk of, oh my, it sure wasn't nothing peaceful about that, was it? Oh, I like you, Emmanuel. Go on and tell the truth. You better preach it. And notice that nobody liked what he said, but I like what you said, baby. I should go back and give you a thumbs up. I like that. Oh, let's see what Prodigal has to say. Woo. Wait, let me go back to you, Emmanuel, because that was good. Emmanuel, I could say on your comment all day. That was good right there. See, that's what has happened. This is why we're seeing the things that we're seeing in the world today, because Christians have chosen a Saul and not God. They have chosen their king, their Saul of a king. He's going to do all of this for us. He's going to bring peace. He's going to do that. Joker ain't going to do nothing. Only thing he's going to bring is more money to his family. He's going to bring more money to his empire while you're left holding the bag. Okay. And I'm with you, Emmanuel. It's a sad thing. It is sad of the hypocrisy that we see with these so-called Christians. It's all right when your man is doing something. Oh, it's God. God is there. But when the other side does it, the devil. Oh, my goodness. Like, what did I say earlier? Every accusation is a what? Is an admission, isn't it? Take a look at prodigal. Prodigal, what do you have to say? Assimilate here legally. Yes. Not if they came here illegally. Witness to them while they are on the ICE transport vehicle abound. All right, now you got one like on that. You're right. So if you're here legally, that's fine. Do it the right way. We don't mind. We got room for you. You probably bringing something more to this nation because America is a melting pot. We got all kinds of people here. Come on and do it legally. But we don't want you coming here illegally. And before you know it, like we've seen on the news and stuff, the border is wide open. They just coming in by the thousands and, and everything. Oh, no, stop. No. There's a right way to do everything. That's a right way. Yeah, some people have been here for 30 years, y'all. I saw a lady. She had been here for 30 years, married, got kids and everything. They deported her. Left her family, but they deported that woman. Why didn't she get legal status? She was here for 30 years. You should have went through the process. And my thing is, we see a lot of people, they're here, been here for years, and they don't even speak English. How you get to be a citizen and then go through the process and answering the questions and raising your hand and just talking about you're going to follow the laws of this land and you don't even speak English? I don't get that one. I don't get it. You don't want to go get no license, driver license, and none of that stuff because you're here, what? Illegal. Real quick, this is another one. Did y'all hear about the guy that won the lottery? And he won the lottery and his girlfriend took the money and left him. And he gave her the ticket because he didn't have a driver's license. He said he lost his driver's license. Come on now. If you use your driver's license, doggone well you're going to be on that thing right away. You're going to be top priority for you to get your license. I wouldn't have gave that woman my ticket until I got my driver's license back. Okay, that's what I would have did. You got 90 days to claim the lottery prize if you were here legally. So I'm wondering, was he here illegal to give that girl that ticket? She took his money, sure did. So do it the right way. Do it legally. Come on now. Let's take a look at another comment from Levin Demo. I swear, y'all, these names that y'all got, but sometimes you got to have these names. You don't want people trying to find you, huh? Woo! Levin Demo says, much of what you teach and bring us, I agree with. But this is different to me. In the Old Testament, I understand how you shared about the difference between Rahab and somebody just trying to tag along. Today, these immigrants, illegal, are used as political pawns to upset our country and help one party try to win elections with illegal votes. We do need to be kind to the everyday ones we come across by witnessing to them and providing simple everyday needs until they are sent back home. And hopefully we can explain it to them in a way they will understand. We cannot allow them to stay here and unbalance our workforce, political system, healthcare system. That's something that has been bothering me. How can you vote in our elections and you're not even a citizen? How can you do that? I fill out my voter card and it asks that question. So if you're not a citizen and you're saying you won, who's verifying this stuff? Is there any verification? Does the clerk recorder verify this stuff that you are legit? And so now you're probably seeing why people need to show birth certificates and marriage license and all that other stuff. But I don't even know how that's possible. How do you even get that far? How can you do it and not even a citizen? I don't get it. That's a strange one to me. Let's take a look. Oh, here's one with Carol. My name is Carol too, but this one has an E at the end. Carol, what do you got to say, girl? It's not an entire city It's a bunch of Waymos in several blocks. Turn off Fox for Pete's sake. Oh, what she say? She said turn on Fox. I guess she's talking about Fox News. Woo, Carol, you better hush your mouth up, girl. She got 3 likes on that one. Okay. Wow. That's why I say, y'all, you got all these news media outlets, and they're going to tell you what they want you to hear. They're going to frame that story to make them look good. They can see it. They can see the truth, but they don't want to report the truth. So they'll make a lie out of it. They'll make a lie out of it. And that's on all sides, isn't it? That's why I say you better know the truth. You better know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Stop listening to these warmongers and these hateful people with their energy of hate and bigotry. Just don't like nobody, but you call yourself a Christian. There's a loving way on how to treat people. There's a loving way how to do it. Give them a like someone said earlier, give them the word, teach them the word, show them the word, and come back and do it the right way. Wow. Some good stuff. There's some good stuff, y'all. Okay, you know we still got some more comments, right? Let's take a look. Now you know you too much. You know you too much, Daniel Jackson. The last comment at the bottom. Daniel says, have a barbecue. I guess he's saying all that fire that's going on down there, have a barbecue. A barbecue what, Daniel? Are you saying barbecue the people? Because it wasn't no animals out there. I didn't see no cows and pigs out there. I didn't see no beef ribs and pork ribs out there. I saw man ribs and a woman rib. So are you saying barbecue them? It almost sounded like Hitler in the Holocaust, huh? How he gassed the people, God's people, the Jews, huh? Almost sound like that, doesn't it? Just saying. Y'all, some of this stuff, it makes you wonder what people are thinking. What are your comments? And there are a lot of people out there that may agree with you. They may not hit your like, hit the thumbs up on you, but they sure agree with you. Don't care. You don't care about nobody but yourself until it comes on you. Now, all of a sudden, you want to show love because now it's in your backyard. Now it's in your backyard. Looking like you now is having problems. The one that have your ideology mindset. Now the tables have turned. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? Okay. All right then, everyone. Hey, listen, that's gonna do it for us here. Thank you all for your comments. Emmanuel, Prodigal One, Lavendimo, Carol, and Daniel Jackson. I want to thank you for your comments because without your comments, my Bible Church News would not exist here today. So I thank you all. That's going to do it for us, everyone. So as I always say, I'm going to see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to My Bible Church News. Help us to grow this channel. And I thank you all for tuning in every video that we post. Take care, and I see you on the next video. God bless and goodbye.